I've just got one thing to say to you all. You guys are awesome. And you the man, Mark XL? Yeah. Homies for life, bruh. Or, I'm assuming that you're a man, otherwise this is gonna be really awkward.
Just die!
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you've taken notice, there should be a slight change in my audio. No, I haven't got a new microphone, but I have messed with the equalizer settings and rigged the hell out of my headset. So you guys will have to let me know if this sounds better to you all in the comment section down below, please, if you don't mind. Anyway, let's continue onward and discover 10 reasons why you should accept stupidity into your life.
Hi, this week is just me, Ali, and I will be doing, as you can see by the title, my 10 reasons why I am a feminist.
Okay, right off the bat, right at the beginning of the video, we need to address something, and a very serious something too, okay? This woman has clearly taken Whitey Webfoot hostage, and he needs to be rescued. Hashtag save Whitey.
My first reason is why not? There's nothing bad that can come from feminists because it's good both for women and for men. So, there's nothing wrong with it.
You know what? I'm actually on board with this. Okay, let's all become feminists because why not? It doesn't hurt anyone, and it has helped men and women in the past. As a matter of fact, why don't we band together? Try and stop slavery in the United States of America. Well, it's not gonna hurt anyone, and, why not? I mean, there's probably nothing bad that could happen from trying to solve a problem that's already been solved.
My second reason is my gender should not determine my success. If I'm good at science, for example, and this boy in my class is good at science too, we should both have the same opportunity to go to the same university and get the same pay for doing the same job, if that makes sense.
That's right, everyone. The feminism, it's time to get it on, because your gender should not determine your success. Let's go out and put a stop to all the laws that have been passed, stopping women from getting an education. Let's go out and protest in front of all of the schools keeping women from studying certain subjects. And last, but certainly not least, and maybe even the most important, let us pass a law that keeps employers from being biased, keeping them from not hiring someone based on their gender. Hey, get out of here. We're trying to be feminists. Okay, you can't be here.
My third reason is be tough to be careful in the street when I walk alone or if it's at night, instead of teaching men to be respectful towards women.
Now, I don't know who had the big idea teaching women to be responsible for their own safety, but it's gotta stop. Oh yeah, you see, we shouldn't be teaching people to defend themselves against the crazy, irrational, insane criminals, but instead, and get this, we will teach them not to become crazy, irrational, insane criminals.
I just say the rude boy, capital idea. I don't know why we haven't thought of this before.
And my fourth reason, I think it's one of the most important for me because I have experienced it quite a few times, is being catcalled by men in the street, but mostly when they are men that double my age, and they could be my dad or even my granddad. That's something that doesn't make me feel good in any way, and all I want to do is go back home and hide under my blanket and do nothing because it's not good and doesn't make me feel good, and I don't think anyone feels good by being catcalled in the street.
And reason number 4, a most fundamental thing, the reason why we should be feminists, okay, and this might do it in for me, okay? We should abolish free speech and anything that makes us even the slightest bit uncomfortable. I mean, this is up there with dudes staring at girls, and we all know that's pretty much rape.
My fifth reason is that in 2014, only 17 countries out of 194 had a woman as a president, and that means only the 9%. Why?
As I'm sure everyone here can agree with, simply owning a vagina being a vagina owner makes you a great leader. So we should all be on board with feminism. I mean, 9%, okay, it's just not enough vagina.
My sixth reason is that in my country, Spain, there has never been a woman being a president, and I don't think I will see one in many years, because this country is really sexist in terms of women being empowered and having like high positions in the country.
Now, I'll be the first person to admit I don't know too much about Spain or its laws on, gender and shit. But I tried to look it up, and there appears to be nothing stopping a woman from becoming president of Spain. But then again, perhaps I failed to consider the fucking Spanish patriarcado. Seriously though, if somebody could give me a citation or a link to a source showing me that they have laws or legislation in Spain against a woman becoming president, I would be interested in seeing it.
My reason number 7 is that in 30 countries in Middle East and Africa, some parts of Asia, and small immigrant communities around Europe, North America and Australia are still practicing female genital mutilation.
That is true. It is factual. It is abhorrent, horrible, fucked up, and it needs to stop. That being said, I kind of get this strange feeling like feminism is, it's missing something, almost like it's overlooking half of the other genitals that are being mutilated. I mean, granted, that other half is probably more widely accepted and practiced around the world anyway. So let's focus on those beautiful, precious vaginas because, well, feminism, bruh.
My 8th reason is that women in many religions can have a leadership position.
Okay, guys, I can't do this one. This is a paradox of stupidity. Your complaint is that women can't have leadership positions in most religions, but those religions believe that women cannot hold those positions of power. And if a woman is part of that religion, then she too believes that she cannot hold that position of power. But you want her to hold that position of power, which would go against her belief, since she's part of that religion. Do you kinda see what I mean? It's a big old circle of stupid.
My reason number 9 is that women cannot vote or drive in Saudi Arabia.
Well, I agree. Women should be able to vote and drive in Saudi Arabia if they want to. I also believe that we should try to feed the hungry, build homes for the homeless, and give jobs to the unemployed. I mean, if you would like to, we can just skip all the labels and just whip our humanitarianism out on the table and measure it to see whose is bigger.
And the last one, and I think the most important one, is that I am a feminist because I believe in equal rights for everyone.
That's right, everyone. Believing in equal rights is no longer an attribute of being a good and sensible person. You see, feminism has actually cornered the market on belief in equal rights. So it's time to sign on that dotted line, hand in that application, and become a feminist, because we have just been told 10 rock-solid reasons for being a feminist. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I certainly do hope that you did enjoy the video. I know this was kind of your garden variety stupid, but you still gotta pluck out the weeds every now and then. Again, if you guys could leave me a little bit of feedback on how the audio quality is, I would appreciate it. I can either continue recording this way, or go back to the way I was doing it before. Seriously guys, you should see how I've got this rigged up right now. It looks stupid and silly as hell, but I'm willing to keep on doing it until I, get an actual microphone, if it does sound better. Also, I did mess with the equalizer and I boosted the bass up a little bit. I kind of felt like the shitty little mic on this thing wasn't capturing enough of it. Well everyone, that concludes our video for today. Keep in mind,
people are just stupid.
and remember, keep fighting stupidity wherever you may find it. Have a good one.
But Captain, I want to be a feminist too.
Look, sweetie, you can call yourself a feminist if you want to so badly, but keep in mind that further advocacy of women's rights when they already have equality to men does more harm than it does good.
But that sounds really bad.
Well, it certainly is bad, which is why most of us have taken to calling ourselves egalitarians. We know that factoring in someone's sex or race into the validity of their problem is just plain wrong.